Party headquarters at the Valley Grill, just to the north of Terre Haute. We're here with Terry Modesitt, the Republican incumbent prosecutor who has taken a runaway lead in this race. Terry, how are you feeling right now?
Feeling pretty good. I mean, it's not over till it's over, but obviously, 5,000 votes is a lot of votes in a race like this.
And right now, I'll give you the most recent numbers. We have 82% of the votes are counted for this prosecutor's race. Terry, you're in the lead with 60% of the votes, leading Gary Ryder's 40%. So again, up over 4,000 to 5,000 votes at this point. Very sizable lead. Now, you've had a lot of backing from folks in the community. Terre Haute Police and Fire Departments both gave you their endorsement. Can you kind of talk a little bit about your working relationship and how that backing really leads credence to you and your campaign?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've had a really good relationship. We work closely together. I respect what they do, and they respect, obviously, what I've done. I don't think I could have done it without them and all the people in this room that are willing to work hard to support me to get reelected.
And obviously worked with them for the last 4 years. We still have, a big meth problem in Vigo County, and I know you see that every day. How do we fight that? You work with especially the police department and even the sheriff's department to fight that. Where do we go from here?
I think for one thing, it's a prescription should be required in order to purchase ephedrine. I think that would go a long way statistically in other states where they've done that. It's reduced the meth problem, and I think that's a big step towards reducing the meth problem in Vigo County.
Okay, and definitely some stores are already on board with that. Now it's a matter of getting the others on board as well. And kind of along with that meth problem, we have a big problem in Vigo County in the jail with overcrowding, leading to a lot of nonviolent offenders being released. Some of those could be part of that meth problem if they haven't committed a violent crime. How do we still fight the drug problem as aggressively as we have been, yet keeping in mind that jail overcrowding issue?
I just think you have to try to look carefully and decide who are the big dealers, and those are the ones you definitely need to send off to prison, and who it just has a meth problem. As far as, we can rehab them and try to deal with their problem, and hopefully they can get off the stuff and move forward and be an upstanding citizen after that.
Okay, and now is there any message you want to send to your constituents as you've kind of, as I said, taken a runaway lead pretty early on in the evening?
I just want to, number one, thank God for everything He's done and been with me throughout this thing, and I want to thank all those loyal supporters that have helped me and believed in me.
Now, I noticed in your campaign, something we haven't really talked about is you did not go negative in your campaigning, but your opponent did, and one of the things that you were criticized from that was that you have a private law practice, and is it possible to be successful in your private law practice and be a successful prosecutor, which you've done for the last 4 years?
I mean, I prayed about it, and chose not to even speak to all those negative, twisted ads. I hired 2 other attorneys at my private practice when I was elected to be prosecutor, so that office could take care of itself, and so I could make sure that the prosecutor's office came first. I think the people that worked with me closely understood that, and they respect that, and I think it's worked out well.
Sounds great, and we'll, of course, be here all evening long as the rest of the results come in. Again, we're following several big races here in the Valley. One of those is Terry's race for Vigo County Prosecutor. Another is the Sheriff's race, and we'll be watching that here. And, of course, my colleague Dan Klein will be watching that from the Democratic side of things as well. Keep it tuned right here to WTHI-TV.com, and we'll see you on WTHI as well throughout the evening. And don't forget, we're watching the races in Illinois as we head throughout the evening. Polls in Illinois close at 7 o'clock Central Time. If you haven't voted yet, you still have just a little bit of time to get out and do that. Right now, reporting live from the Republican Party headquarters, I'm Jessica Hayes. Mark, we'll send it back to you in the studio.